Hey everyone! Welcome to another edition of, I guess you could call this Ski Southeast TV. I wouldn't really, it's this video first Trax, we'll refer to it as that. Did a few of these videos last year, got a new web camera yesterday, a new toy to play with, so I figured, hey, let's mix it up a little bit. Riding gets a little redundant every morning, so I figured I'd mix it up and do a little video here for you guys, just to give you something different. Actually did this yesterday. If you checked in around 3 o'clock or so, we did a giveaway for a lodging package this weekend up at Snowshoe. We gave away 2 nights at Mountain Lodge at Snowshoe this weekend, yesterday for the summit and whatnot. Joel Epperson was the big winner, so that was kind of cool. I called him yesterday. He was kind of shocked when I told him that he had won, so that was pretty cool to be able to do that. We have so much stuff to give away, and sometimes we just get sidetracked and whatnot, so it was cool to be able to finally do that yesterday. But I'm here again today to go over everything and whatnot about conditions in the region. Continued cold this morning. We had a few days earlier this week where it was kind of mild and whatnot. Yesterday morning we saw colder temperatures finally move in, a little bit of snowmaking. That continued overnight. A couple more resorts made snow overnight, which is good to see. We're getting later into the season now, so you know snowmaking is probably going to start tailing off more and more here in a little bit. I keep talking about it over the last few weeks, but it kind of is a big deal. I mean, you know, the more snowmaking, the better. The longer we can go into March, and it does look like we're going to see a warm up next week. So the more snow, more man-made snow, the better. We do have some natural snow actually to talk about, but I'll get to that in just a few minutes. But let's go over, I do want to go over the list of those resorts that did make snow overnight, just to give them a little shout out, a little congratulations, pat on the back. Those resorts were, let's start here in North Carolina. App Ski Mountain made snow. They probably laid down a ton of snow out there. Their snowmaking is ridiculous. Beach Mountain also made snow. Here's actually a little video from Beach Mountain this morning. Well, either this morning or last night. You can see they're doing snowmaking in selected areas as their Instagram commented on. And then continuing down the list, we got Cataloochee. They made snow in the last 24 hours. That's it for North Carolina. In Virginia, Massanutten, they were the only resort in Virginia to make snow overnight. So kudos to those guys. Actually, let's see. I think I had a video of that here in just a second. Let's see real quick. Yeah, there we go. Here's the shot here's the shot from the base cam out at Massanutten just a little bit ago. I recorded this because I thought it looked pretty cool. You can see they were making snow this morning. You can see right here in front of the lift, you can see how good that snowmaking was overnight. You can kind of tell it's a bunch of loose, fresh snow. So kudos to those guys for you know, putting in the effort and making snow overnight. Up into West Virginia, Snowshoe, they were the only resort to make snow overnight as well. Up in that state, and then that does it. So yeah, we got, what is that, 4 or 5 resorts that made snow, about a third. So yeah, that's kind of a telltale sign, I guess, of that it is late in the season and whatnot. We're probably not going to see a bunch of more snowmaking. We are into March now, but as I highlighted the other day, I posted a few pictures with some fancy artwork with arrows and whatnot. There's still a ton of snow on the trails. Some of the snow, the slabs of snow that I pointed out the other day are just ridiculous, 4 or 5 feet deep. And in parts of the mountain, it's even deeper than that. I mean, from personal experience, I was at App this past weekend, and the top of Upper Apple, Paul, whatever you want to call it, probably had close to 10 feet of snow. The mountains were just massive. So yeah, even if the resorts didn't make snow, there's still plenty out there to be had, and we should be good for at least another few weeks. Some longer than others, but you know, it is March now. Like I said, this is expected. This pretty much happens every year. But I do like to do a little webcam roundup every morning and whatnot. You know, webcams are kind of my thing. So let's take a look at what we got this morning. Let's start up at Beach Mountain. As I said, they did make snow. Rope drop just happened a minute ago. You can see there's some skiers out on the trail and whatnot. Looks pretty good out there. Should be a fun morning. Gray skies, but you know, visibility looks good. Snow is probably really good. Temperature, I believe, was in the upper 20s, so the snow should be nice and firm and whatnot up there. Let's take a look at, here we go. This is Snowshoe. This is the Shaver Center cam. You can see a lot of people out on the slopes. The rope drop just happened out there as well. So people are hitting the slopes and whatnot. Should be a fun day up there as well. They got 56 trails, I believe, open. 56 trails and 12 lifts, so they got plenty of terrain. Should be a fun weekend. I'm excited to go ride all those trails for the summit this weekend. And let's take a look one other place. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Homestead. See what's going on up there. Hey, there we go. Homestead is also making snow, which I did not mention a minute ago because they didn't have their snow report updated. But as you can see, they are indeed making snow this morning. So add another one to the tally of resorts who made snow overnight. Good to see. This is one of our newer cameras. You can see how much clearer this image is. Looks really good up there. Looks like the snowmaking has been very productive. A lot of loose, fresh snow on the trails, it looks like. So should be a fun day up there. A little sunnier up that way compared to beach and snowshoe, which is nice. So yeah, everything across the region looks good right now. We got a ton of snow and cold temperatures and whatnot. And even better, we have some snow on the way for tonight, this afternoon and tonight. You saw it was already cloudy at Snowshoe and at Beach. It's kind of a prelude to what's happening tonight. Let's take a look actually at the forecast for what the NWS is saying. Here we go. This is the current snowfall forecast for the next 36 hours across the region. You can see, pretty wide swath of, 3, 4, maybe even 5 inches here and there. What I like to see is it's nice to see Virginia getting in on some of that snow too. Sometimes they're in a snow shadow. They did have that huge winter storm Jonas back in January, so they got that. But since then, it's kind of been few and far between in terms of snow, so it's nice to see them. I was a little shocked this morning actually looking at them because I swear yesterday and the day before the National Weather Service wasn't having any snow for them. But I don't know if something changed in the last 24 hours. Could have been because I just been so busy with work I haven't had a chance to pay attention to the weather. But I was going to look in this morning, and it's basically 1 to 3 inches is what the National Weather Service is calling for the Virginia resorts, which is really good, really nice to see. Elsewhere, Northwest North Carolina, Beach, Sugar, App, they're going to get several inches of snow. The local forecaster for that area from Ray's Weather had, I think it was talking about 2 to 5 inches for those guys. So that's cool to see. It gets a little bit less as you go down further in the state towards Cat and Wolf and Sapphire Valley and those guys. But they should get a little bit, Trace, inch, maybe 2 inches. They should get a little something. And then up into West Virginia and Maryland, those guys are looking at a few more inches as well. I was looking Snowshoe, probably 1 to 3, maybe even 4 inches. Similar totals up towards Canaan, Wisp, and Maryland. And, the same goes for Winter Place. So, yeah, that snow is going to start later this afternoon, continue into overnight. Tomorrow morning should be really, really fun with a few inches of snow. A little bit of layer of fluff on the surface should make for some really nice turns. Personally, I'm really excited because I'm going to be up at Snowshoe for the summit, which we've been talking about nonstop pretty much for the last 2 weeks. But it is almost time for it. We're 24 hours away from the Ski Southeast Summit at Snowshoe Mountain. So yeah, I'm going to be up there tomorrow for that. I'm really excited to go riding up there, get some fresh turns in at Snowshoe. I only get to go up there once a year, but I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be a nice little warm-up too because I'm going to Tahoe next week, so that'll be nice to get some good riding in and whatnot. But yeah, it's going to be a really good time. A few inches of snow. It also looks like Saturday night, maybe a little bit of snow for them as well, some other parts of the region. We'll talk more about that later. But there is some time still left to sign up. If you have not signed up for the summit, you still can. Call Snowshoe. All the information is on our website. I'll post the link again beneath this video when I get done and whatnot. Oh, look, there we go. Here's some video years past. Apparently, we were putting the camera in my face, so that was cool. But anyways, the summit, if you don't know what it is, a bunch of us from the site, from the message board, get together, get some turns in, have some drinks, chill, hang out, hot tub, whatnot, have some more drinks. So it's a really good time. This is actually a video from several years ago. This is our first Trax. It's probably the coolest part of the trip. We get to go over to Soaring Eagle around 8:15, 8:20 and ride for 30, 45 minutes before anyone else gets on the slopes. There's Captain America. There's Jeffrey. He's going to be up there again this time. And like I said, we get together Saturday night. We're going to have some party at Hoots. You can see, there we go. We'll get together, have some drinks over there, mingle and whatnot. Just going to be a really, really fun time. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a long 2 weeks ever since we started promoting it and announcing it. I've been looking forward to it. So I'm super stoked that it's finally here. Like I said, still have time to sign up. Go to our sign up page, call Snowshoe, get some last minute reservations. make sure to join us because it's going to be a really good weekend. Weather looks great. Conditions look really good. As I mentioned beforehand, Snowshoe's got 56 trails open, 12 lifts. It's going to be awesome. Really fun time. Looking forward to it. But other than that, that about does it for me. Yep, we'll be back. I think I might be back tomorrow doing the report. I'll be able to Snowshoe. I'm not sure what Mike and I Mike might be doing the report. I'll talk to him and see. But somebody will be with you tomorrow to talk about the weekend ahead. Looks fantastic. Conditions across the region look, they're just great right now. Continued stellar conditions. Should be a fun weekend. So yeah, get out, get some turns in if you can. And as always, think cold and think snow.